Hello, Potato. It is very cold out here, and we are out at the grounds in Roseville, California for the 2023 Brickpalooza Lego Festival. We've got our VIP tickets. We're already got here a little bit early, but as you can see, there is a line already forming. It's only one day this year. Last year it was a 3-day event. This year it's only a 1-day event, but you know, I mean, it's still pretty small. I mean, I think it's 9th year or it's 8th year. It's not a huge event yet. I mean, you know, Sac and they started working out in a shopping mall before being the kind of big event that people come from around the country to go to that it is today. So maybe Brickpalooza will get there. Now, as with the last couple of years, we are sharing at the ground with some cheerleader convention. So later on in the video, if I'm outside, you'll probably hear lots of screaming noises. Although being that it's like in the 30s, maybe low 40s by now, the cheerleaders are so far staying inside because I think a lot of cheer costumes don't go well with low temperatures. But it does look like it should be a lot of fun again, as always. So I'm going to go hop in line, and I will see you on the inside.
Do you want to switch to the goblin again? Yeah.
And we are heading in. Thank you. Thank you. So we're inside now. We got our special like brontosaurus building plates, which are pretty cool. We got our minifigures. What did we get this year? Cute. There's a Brickpalooza on them again. What's the other one? Oh, same one. So they're not like randomized like last year, or that, or we just happen to get to. So we need to wristband up, put on our lanyards, and then we'll walk around and get a good look of everything in the room. Looks like we have some impressive builds to check out this year. Some stuff that has been here in past years. Some stuff that's new, some stuff that looks like it's modified versions of last year. For example, I don't think the Moana boat was available last year, and they clearly added that in a form to the display. We have lots of cool things. Of course, this event is largely put on by the Sacramento Brick Builders, so they have the representation. We have this awesome little like kind of modular dollhouse thing going here. Each room seems to have its own little theme. Like we have a Monster Fighters room, we have a stable. We have a double-decker Indiana Jones room. Got space. We've got, it's like the holidays. We've got Prince John in his own double-sized room full of gold. The Ghostbusters. The Mos Eisley Cantina. We have a whole section of Knights Castles, although I'm pretty sure He-Man was actually a Mega Bloks. Or Mega Construct, or whatever they're calling themselves, just as Mega now, was one of their licenses. We have like a lot of good modifications of things. Like I see stuff that looks like it's an awful lot like the blacksmith shop that has been modified. We have like a little Trojan horse style vehicle. That's pretty cool. It's like a goat, Trojan goat. A very cool representation of Jack and the Beanstalk.
He comes with his costume.
I always wonder how strong those central posts are, because like the Gringotts spank is kind of got that thing going on. That is definitely a very cute truck there. mini figure. I can speak today. A mini figure scale of like the big panel truck, and they've done one better than me on the reindeer here. I added 8, or the other 4 reindeer to give an 8. They went ahead and added a Rudolph as well. I still need to get the lighthouse for my collection. Don't know where I display it, but I do need to get that one. And here we have, oh, that's a very nice giant minifigure of Batman, and then a whole like, city block of Ninjago.
Yeah, it's nice that everyone has.
And naturally, you do have to have a holiday village. Oh, look at the little miniature gingerbread house is cute. Looks like that was a promo set that I missed out on at some point in the past. Okay, so I'm thinking that is maybe meant to be Christine. The Fast and Furious is cool, but this is actually the coolest thing in this display to me. The Hobgoblin truck, or sorry, Green Goblin truck from Maximum Overdrive as a Lego. That is a set I would absolutely buy. I think that's the car from Death Proof, isn't it? Then we have a very cool space scene right here. Space Outpost SL1. Lots of cool lights and animation.
Is anyone waiting?
Okay, now these are really cool. They had more of these last year. They only have a couple this year, looks like. But they're kind of like, they work like lenticular pictures. So if I move the camera over here, it says Lego. If I swoop it around, it's a minifigure head. And then we have Transformers, and I think it was more like 3 or 4 of these last year. These are still pretty cool. We have Daft Punk. We have Davey the Blockhead Lego puppet. That'd probably be good for like stop motion work. Those are the kind of joints I have trouble with though. My joints on those tend to crack and fall apart or weaken. We have Christmas Grogu. I'm actually kind of surprised they haven't made this a real set. They made 2 little Groots. 2 Grogus would make sense. Gotta have some Miyazaki representation. This is one that was here last year, the Sitcomplex. Actually, last year the gentleman showed us the inside of it. It looks like it's gotten bigger since then. I don't think it had. I don't think it had the office. I don't think it had Brothor in it. But we have like Central Perk down here at the bottom. Looks like I'm guessing that floor there is going to be the office. We have the Queer Eye Loft. We have Harry Potter. Not sure what that floor is. Is that? I think that might be Seinfeld apartment there. Or could be the Friends one. I don't recognize the figures. But I'm guessing, yeah, that's got to be Friends there because they have a loft. And yeah, there's Brothor up there on the penthouse. It's very cool. So Disco, is that the BTS set then? Yeah, BTS, okay. So yeah, the second floor is BTS. Very cool. And now this is the set Lego should have made for Sesame Street. I'd have bought a set more like that. I regret not getting it because it's Sesame Street, but I just didn't care for the Sesame Street official release. Glad to see the Dwarf King here again. He was like one of my favorites last year. I think I voted for him in the voting last year as one of my favorites because he really is just so fantastic and super detailed. I mean, everything over here is, but he just speaks to me. Although Nuclear Madman here is pretty cool as well. Here's a set I'm surprised I haven't actually made, like through ideas or something, which would be the Cheers bar. I mean, we've had Seinfeld and Friends. Why not Cheers? I mean, obviously, the real set wouldn't have Stormtroopers or Captain Jack or Luke or Wildstyle or, well, might have Santa Claus. But it's a really nice rendition of the bar. I would buy that. We have some pirates, always fun. I never got into the pirate ships. The ships are really cool. Only pirate ship I have is I have Metal Gear Sea Cow. That's the only Lego ship that I have. But these are always really fantastic when you see them put together. God, Magikarp. Calvin and Hobbes, that's a cool one. Now this one looks like it's built from a number of sets. I see we have Sesame Street down here at the end again. We have the modular pet shop set. I think that's the brick bake down at the end there. The bookshop set. Looks like we have some awesome little custom modulars here in a full-size Lego store. Very nice. There's over here at the very front of the show, we do have this mask display. Again, a version of it was here last year, but there looks like there have been changes. I'd have to look back at last year's video to be sure, but I'm reasonably sure there's stuff here that wasn't like that. It's a really cool use of roller coaster track. There's a number of areas in here that are using like roller coaster tracks in very interesting and unique ways. Yeah, that's stuff in this display that was not in here last year, because like the gaming truck set wasn't released, I think, until earlier this year. So it's last year, but it's modified with a lot of new stuff as well.
But yeah, you can start on this one. Yeah, let's go start on this one.
We do have a couple more displays aside from the center of the room. We have this cool custom Brick Hut full-size guitar. We have this very much not Lego R2-D2.
That guy.
But I mean, I think R2-D2 is welcome wherever he goes, so it doesn't necessarily have to fit.
There's another toy behind you.
Yeah.
You see that one with purple? It's like the
Holy
purple.
cow.
And here's another display that's returning from last year. I think this is like a normally on display at some toy shop in Vallejo. I've seen pictures online of it being on display, and it is the D-Day invasion. And it's just super, super detailed. All those minifigures alone would take like hours to set up. I feel like this probably sound the companies as well. They just probably not been asked to turn it on. And while I'm pretty sure this is a returning display, it is different this year. I don't think it was a train and a wildlife park last year. I feel it was something completely different last year. I think the hanging vehicles were spaceships last year. But this year we have Finley Wildlife Park, which very impressive is the little trackless tram here. They've got it perfectly set up to go around the track without any actual rails. and without actually running into anything. So it just kind of puts to shame stuff like people like me who just kind of build kits and then build scenes out of them. This kind of creativity kind of puts that to shame. We have some recognizable stuff in there. I think that's the tree house, obviously heavily modified. The A-frame cabin. Yeah, some of the stuff is definitely like all original, and neat ways of kind of disguising the support posts for the flying vehicles a bit. All right, so we've seen all of the displays in here. Now let's go poke our head over into the building zone. There's not usually a lot to look at in there, but we'll go look and then we'll come back and perhaps do some shopping. We have competing R2s. Although that one has a Porg.
Alright, give more pictures. You done? Okay.
Down this way is the building zone. It's not usually much to do unless you want to just kind of chill out and build some Lego, but sometimes there are a couple exhibitors in here.
Mom, the piece.
So over here in the building room, we do have this fantastic castle. So if it's the same one from last year, I don't think it is, but if it is, it's definitely more built up this year. It's more detailed. And I guess in here is where they're doing the brick by the pound. This time you buy, instead of by the pound, you just buy a bag and you fill it up with Lego goodies from over here. So I think we're actually gonna probably do that before we do the rest of our shopping. And then of course over here we do have the glowy brick play area. Check. You don't see so many of those used in sets anymore, the sets that actually fluoresce. But yeah, let's buy ourselves a zip top bag and pick up some bulk Legos. All right, let's pick up, so we just have to make sure that the bag can close when we are done. Start digging through. Just kind of sift through the blocks. It's kind of soothing. So we picked a good time to go and do the sorting through the bricks ourselves, because it got a little busier in here while we were in there. Also got a little busier in there while we were in there. But we'll do a little haul thing at the end of the video with what we got. I think we got our 25 bucks worth. So yeah, let's look around at the shopping area now and see if there's anything else we simply must have that is in an amount that I'm willing to spend today. One of the interesting things about coming to a show like this is looking at kits that I know I have and seeing where they're pricing them now. Like the Tron cycles are 80 bucks now. I'm pretty sure I paid less than that for them. As for Grogu up there is still only 80. I'm pretty sure, I think I paid 70 or 80 for him when he was new, so that's, because I think I also bought him at Costco, so that may have been a little slanted. We have lots of individual minifigures if you missed anything at some point. See, we have a lot of the current Marvel collection up there. Some of the older one too as well. Got the Muppets, Disney. What we need to find is a figure that looks like Hercule Poirot so we can get the new Orient Express set. You know, I get that they didn't want to license the character, but they could have put a guy that looked like him and just not said it was him. They don't have names. Get a silver Carnotaur, but I really want a T-Rex, but T-Rexes all come in bigger sets, and for the price of buying one by itself, I'd rather just spend the extra and buy the big set, you know? The booth over there was selling the T-Rex for $45, which is not unreasonable, given that the only other sets that comes in currently are like $100 sets, but I just can't bring myself to spend that when I could just buy the $100 set and have some Lego to build. Still looking for Hercule Poirot, though. The more popular figures, like the Doctor. You don't see the Doctor in the wild very often anymore, because people keep the Doctor. I think that's the Star Wars Jabba's Palace that I have for $450, and I have both the add-ons too, which are $200 and $150. This booth actually has some of the Bricklink set you normally can order online. That's probably not too much more than they are online, but that Winter House one looks pretty cool. That would take up a lot of space in the village, though. I remember these games from when I worked at KB Toys, and I can tell you, they're from that era where Lego was like just about to like go out of business. Before Star Wars license really saved them, and yeah, these didn't sell like at all. Even though I was still kind of passively into Lego at that point, I had no interest because they didn't come with the minifigures. Even then, when I was in my non-Lego period, minifigures were like super important to be included. There's a whole variety of Brickpalooza figures in there, but we have like 4. Well, technically we have like 5. We just have 2 of one of them. Something they changed the promo plate. They were giving some giving butterfly ones away now. So maybe we can trade for somebody. You know, as much trouble as I have with my Ultra Caddy set, it might be worth it just to buy a new one. Just because that set, just nothing but trouble. I think I got the pieces to fix it now, though. Ooh, and this one we did miss out on, the Jane Goodall tribute. So we didn't get the first time around, anytime around. There's a couple promo kits we're looking for. Here we might pick up if we see them at like a reasonable price, but reasonable price is of course the key phrase there. This isn't necessarily a great place to find bargains, but it's a great place to find older sets that you may have missed out on. Look for that white whale that you really want, or something you just maybe didn't realize was available or couldn't afford at the time, or just you wanted a promo kit, but you didn't want to spend the $150 to get it because there wasn't $150 worth of stuff you wanted at that time. And you know, there's a couple kits I'm looking at here that are former gift with purchases. My wife found a really old promo kit from 2011. $20 for 1 of 2. Do they have 2 of 2? They only have one of two. But even if I bought that, I wouldn't want to open it. It's from 12 years ago. It's sealed. I'd want to leave it that way. I'm sorry. Some of my Lego regrets. All those original Indiana Jones sets I never got. 500, wow. Monster Fighter House is like one of the first big sets I ever got. And it was like, I thought it was a lot when I got it for like 150. It's 500 now. Because Lego appreciates like gold. That's actually one of my favorite Lord of the Rings sets. For 250 now. But yeah, I strongly regret not getting those old Indiana Jones sets, but not those prices.
They mostly deal in vintage Star Wars, like the rocket guns and stuff, and vintage non-sport cars, so 50s, 60s, and display box.
Cool. Yeah. Thank you. So that was Rockville Enterprises. Yeah, they also buy old Lego. So if you're interested in selling off your stuff, you could just give it to me, or you can contact them to purchase. So there've been some changes since we came around the first time. I don't remember the hospital being here. The rocket is now set up on the gantry. I honestly didn't realize that's what that was meant to be, is a rocket gantry. Looks really cool. You can now see into the sanctum. And so even more stuff. I would say come check it out, but it is only a one-day show this year. And oh, this has changed a bit too. I think this was here when we looked before, but it wasn't all fully set up yet. Now it's all fully set up. Let's try to get a better look at it. Because now I realize it's Mad Max. I think it was just like some of the vehicles sitting on the plates here before. But now it's all set up and it's really fantastic.
You're right. T-shirt is missing.
What do we got over here? We have set comes with the official Rancor. Yeah, I do want an official Rancor, but not $300 worth. It's not like, I mean, I understand that Lego is expensive stuff. I've been collecting it long enough to know, but yeah, I don't think there's not really any sets, and there are plenty of sets that I regret not getting, but nothing that I would like pay the going rate on them after the fact. Because I'm just cheap like that. Well, some of the Monsters Fighter stuff really has appreciated in value, because I'm pretty sure that was like a $20 set when I bought it, like back at Toys R Us, which gives you some idea how long ago that was now. I mean, they've been closed for how many years? I remember like probably about 20 years ago, they had like the first electronic or like motorized Hogwarts Express, and I really wanted that because I wanted to put it down under the tree. Never got it, and now when I look at pictures of it, it's like, wow, that looks awful. Why did I want it? They have so much more detail work in Lego kits now. It's kind of amazing, just the evolution. I mean, I've done that in some videos sometimes where I have like an old set and I look at the newer version of it, like the ATST or Jabba's Palace kind of things, and it's just amazing how much more detailed the modern sets are compared to stuff from 20 years ago. They have their ships flying now. Let's go over and take a look at the Findlay Wildlife Park again, because they are in full motion. Be interested to see if there's enough background noise in here to keep me from getting copyright flagged for the Indiana Jones theme playing in here. Some real classic stuff at this booth. We got the old Sith Infiltrator from like 99, 2000, because I have that one. And they have like a Mindstorm. They have a couple Mindstorm sets. You don't see those much anymore. And like some of the old cowboy stuff. They don't do like cowboy. Last time I got any cowboy stuff was the Lone Ranger stuff. And that's, God, how long ago was that?
$6,000 for the
oh, the old Death Star?
yeah.
Well, I mean, I remember when that set came out, it was like a $400 Lego set. It's like, that's... I think somewhere in my office, I think I have a couple of the sets that came with that guy that I bought like at KB when they were on like clearance for $4 or something. Maybe we were going out of business. Grogu in the little hover pram. I think that would be a custom figure because I don't think that hover pram was ever actually in any sets. I think because I know the only hover pram I have is one that came in the Advent calendar. Got some little Lego earrings down here. Characters from the what was it, Princess? What was the cat's name in Lego Movie? I've forgotten.
I don't remember.
Something Kitty, because the large version was Ultra Catty. Unikitty. Princess Unikitty, that's what it is. From the Unikitty Lego show that wasn't like CG animated and didn't look Lego-y at all. Which I think is probably part of why it didn't make it very long. Yeah.
So that's Vinny. Yes. Our new product we launched months ago. Just to make Legos move. It's just an integrated motor with a battery inside. You can recharge it. Simple.
I didn't notice before they have a couple display items over here. And I wonder, I guess at some point there was supposed to be a showing of Beyond the Brick and the Lego Movie. But I'm guessing since those have been tucked in a corner, that was not a thing they could do. Probably because somebody said it was a volleyball thing. I thought it was a cheerleading thing, which is what it was last year. But some people said it was a volleyball thing that's going on over in the big building. But no, I mean, obviously I've seen the Lego Movie a number of times, but I don't know if I've ever actually watched Beyond the Brick. Okay, I think we are done for our visit to Brickpalooza this year. So let's do a little bit of little haul stuff here. We didn't get a lot. I didn't get any sets this year. I mean, as I think I said earlier in the video, there are plenty of sets in there that I want and I regret not getting back when they came out. But I just can't bring myself to spend like 3 or 4 times what they cost at the time to buy them. I'm not saying that the prices are unreasonable. It's just not something that I personally willing to do right now. But I picked up a few things. We picked up a Viney Bricks to Life motor. It seems much more compact. There should be a little video earlier in this of it. It seems a lot more compact than like the official Lego ones. So I'm thinking maybe trying it on like one of the Carnival ones. Also, it's supposed to be rechargeable. It's not just got a, doesn't have like double A's or anything, or it needs to go into mains power. It actually is supposed to be rechargeable. So that should be interesting probably in a future video. I've actually been looking forward to these for a long while. Just one of those little brick plate hats. Just 'cause I wanted to put something together for the little head that, I mean, currently in the current videos it's obscured, but that little head that's at the side of the table in the videos, I wanted to have a little hat for it for when I do Lego videos. So now I've got that. I'll have to build something onto it, obviously, but I have it. And then, as you saw earlier in the video, we did go to the bulk Lego, and I picked up this for $25. I've got some interesting pieces, got some stuff that I need for some of my displays, pieces I just thought looked interesting or not common, and some stuff for ideas I have for future builds, like for the Winter Village. Yeah, we didn't buy any actual like kits this year, but still found some interesting stuff. I still had a good time. Got to see a lot of amazing Lego builds, and I think for the first time I had somebody actually recognized me for me. They didn't think I was somebody else. Usually when somebody recognizes me, they think I'm somebody who like appears on camera and doesn't just hide behind it like I generally do. So that was neat too. But yeah, there's other stuff going here today. There's, I guess it's volleyball after all. They look like they're dressed for volleyball. And then over in the building across from Jones Hall, the one I'm sitting in front of, so I can't really show it too easily, they have a craft show going. So that's neat too. But yeah, it was a good time. Lots of great creations. Got to spend a good amount of time just digging through bricks, which is, you know, kind of soothing in a way. Got to see some wonderful Star Wars cosplays. You can see them over there in the distance by the gate. And got our little plate, our little figure. So we are set for Brickpalooza for another year. Hopefully we'll be back here next year. Hopefully they'll be getting bigger and better. And I look forward to it. I hope you found this all interesting or entertaining. If you did, go ahead and give the video a like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.